Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Stune's podcast, The Poop Scoop, where we aim to be number 2 and everything stinks. So, what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to tell you a little bit about our cars, maybe some about our daily life. I don't know. Let's go crazy. Beast of Tomorrow, what you got to tell the people?
You can speak.
Oh, it's been a struggle. We've been working on this thing forever now, but we made it. What to tell the people about cars?
All right, tell us about your first car.
My first car
was
a 2009 Mustang.
Oh,
50th year edition.
Yeah!
Man. Yeah, I forgot about that. I got to drive it before you did.
Oh, that was a flex, bro.
This was right before I think I got my permit or something. My mom's like, "Brandon, you want to take this for a spin?" Yeah, he did. And I rode in the back seat like a chump.
Bro.
He was hanging out at our house and she's like, we gotta take you home. You want to drive it?
Man.
I said, Mom.
That's like letting your best friend kiss your girlfriend. Maybe worse.
It felt worse.
Wait, how many times has your best friend kissed your girlfriend for you to know what that feels like?
How many times? No. This is the poop scoop. No.
Let me know.
Oh man. It was a great car. Honestly, I loved everything about it. It honestly got me through college, driving 2.5 hours to college and back every other weekend. Then it got me, when I transferred schools, every single day, hour there, hour back. Got through a lot. Had to have some major repairs at one point, but we're not going to talk about that. Signed contract.
Contract.
I will say though, there's a story, and to this day, I'm still mad about it. So, I was with Paige. We're up in the city visiting her mom, and we were like, we want to go to the mall because I think it's close to Christmas. We're like, we're gonna go find some stuff. So we leave, but then her mom's like, "Come back. I got a gift card to Bed Bath & Beyond." Actually, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. To what's the store that smells really nice? Bath and Body Works. There you go. To Bath and Body Works. So we turned around. We already gone. Turned around. So went 10 minutes there, 10 minutes back. And so that's 20 minutes. So we pick up the card and we start driving to this mall. Well, because of this delay, someone's tire blew out right in front of me. Came and smacked my car. Left a huge dent in front of it. Black was smeared everywhere. And here's the best part. I didn't check the card. I get to, Bath and Body Works, and they say, "Sir, this is for Bed Bath & Beyond." I said, "What?" And there's so many people behind me in line.
No.
And she said it so loud. I was like, "It's what?" Yeah. I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let me just, I paid for it." It's just like, okay. I said, "My car got hit for nothing." And then I just left a blemish on there. Finally got it fixed though, and I sold the poor thing. Sold it, but I sold it because I ended up buying a Dodge Charger, which I also love. I love it a lot. It's the Raleigh package, so it's just amazing. It's been great to me so far because I've been driving a lot for work and everything.
Now, do you want to tell the people what the Raleigh package means, or do you want me to?
I will tell them. I have no freaking idea, my dude.
All right, so here's what the Raleigh package is. You got all the things that the V8 has, but with no V8.
Man.
You got the RT rims,
the Beat sound system.
Yep, you got the good sound system. You've got all the appearances of a V8, but with V6 gas mileage.
Which is okay with me because I need to save that money.
I'd rather drive it.
It's hot on here for a pimp.
One of my favorite stories about your first car.
We just talked about it.
Is so me and Dakota were going to Walmart
I like this.
It was a hot summer day, and
oh no!
Oh yeah.
And first he got out. Or you got out, or like it was during like we were.
No, dude, no, it was during.
Okay, we were both in the car, and I can't remember if I just ate something or whatever.
It was chicken. It was fried chicken.
Oh,
I remember.
Okay, that's it then.
No. I think it was wings.
That's still fried chicken.
No, so I'm saying that because it was spicy. I was thinking just chicken, but I was like, no, it was wings. I think they were spicy. So you're good now.
Well,
how to differentiate?
I really had to let a fart out, and so I let it rip after we parked, and we were already about to get out.
He hotboxed us.
But I let it loose in the car, and then so we got out. Close the door, go inside Walmart. I can't remember what all we got in there.
Did we say how hot it was?
Yeah, it was
at least 110 degrees that day.
It was super hot that day. So we get back to the car, we open those doors, and it just hits you right in the face.
I think this can pick it up. It was just...
Man, it was just so bad, but... Yeah, that was one of my favorite memories of your first car.
Oh,
you had that car for a while though.
I did, and it honestly helped me buy the house because of the down payment you have to put on there.
I think you had your first car longer than any of us, though.
Did I?
Yeah.
Dang. Well, yeah, I guess
technically, like, when did they buy it?
Well, they bought it for my mom and like 2010, and then I started driving it in like bought it in like 2009-ish, and then I took it like between 2010 and 2011, and then I had it, graduated college, so I don't know, I drove it 8 years maybe, at least.
Yeah, I know he had it as long as
At
I
least.
had mine.
That's a good while though.
Oh yeah, I put a lot of miles on it, then
yeah.
I was able to.
But it was still nice though when you got rid of it. Though.
Yeah.
It was still in really good
up
condition.
with it. Yeah.
Oh.
I take care of the chief.
So money, no option. What car do you buy? Money is no option. You can have anything, any era.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. My brain's still thinking practical things, which is stupid.
Amen, brother.
But-
Stupid.
I mean, what am I gonna do with my dream car here? Hit a pothole?
It's possible.
It's your dream car. You can do what you want.
Just takes it off the lot.
What car lot are you going to?
I was gonna say, high-end car lots don't have potholes, bro.
I said right off the car lot.
Unless that's
Fight me,
their
bro.
plan, you know.
That's
They
true.
said
If you take it off the lot, you
You
know.
turn around, they said, that's another $10,000.
Oh man! So any idea?
So wait, this fool's only
Honestly-
had 2 cars in his life.
Hey.
Nerd.
Yeah, I just had 2.
Oh, Tyrannosaurus Flex over here.
God,
Keep up
that's
those
crazy
views.
just to think about.
Alright. We'll come back to you on your
I
dream
have
car.
no idea.
I'll let you think about it for 2 minutes. That's all you get. So Brandon,
Yeah.
over to you.
All right.
So what was your first car?
Man, mine was a. I can never remember the year because every time I talk to my dad about it, because it was his truck, he always like, oh, it was '89. Oh, and then like the next time, oh yeah, it was in '88. So I can never like get it down. So it's one of those years. We'll say late 1980 GMC Sierra, and man, that thing had no air conditioner.
Ugh.
And just like all the older vehicles, you had to roll the windows up. For a while, it didn't have a radio in it because a long time ago, my grandma took me and my 2 cousins to Skateland, which is a skating rink here in our town, obviously. and she didn't lock the doors.
That joint got jacked.
Yeah, it was one of those ones where you press
scary.
like the button and it pops off. It was one of those, and jacked it.
Somebody boot gamed her.
Man, so ever since then, I was a kid and didn't have a radio in it for a while, and when I had summer jobs, I think I was 15. My dad was like, "Well, it's been tough trying to, work around the schedule where we have to drop you off, but we have to be at working time, so you can just drive the truck." He's like, "Just obey the speed limits and everything," and I was like, "Okay." So I went and drove it.
Man, I remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, I had that one until I want to say late 2011, because I started working at Pizza Hut, and at the time I was like, "Oh man, I'm making some good money."
Man, living the dream.
I'm gonna get me a different vehicle, because that one's my dad's, so it's old, and I didn't want to keep up with it at the time, and I was like, I just want something newer, and so I ended up getting a yes.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
It's funny. So I got a story about that truck. So what's actually really, honestly, this is the cool part. We such bros. My grandfather actually ended up buying it from, I think because your dad kind of took it back and he bought it from your dad, and he actually fixed it up and stuff, and it's nice.
It looks so nice now. I'm like,
it's at car shows now.
Can I have that back?
But man, I'm not gonna lie. To get it to my parents' house for my grandfather, so he can come and pick it up, and I think they're gonna work on it to actually get it running. Cause something was wrong with it, but I had to drive that thing that had no power, and it had no power steering in it at all. And my dad was just pulling it on a chain on these really twisting, windy roads. I put myself. Because all I had was him on speakerphone. I was like, "You doing alright?" I was like, "I guess so." He said, "You're doing great." I was like,
Bro, one of the first cars I ever drove was like a early 80s Pontiac Bonneville with no power steering, a giant all steel car. And me and my aunt, boy, I was like 12, 13 years old, whipping that bad boy around the trailer park. That's how I got so strong.
Man.
So I became a man.
Yeah, that was a workout, man. Because you can't just turn it. You
Imagine. I know, my dad was like freaking flying, so I'm just like,
You've never driven a car without power steering? Oh, your life ain't a complete thing. You don't know fear.
You grow some chest hairs.
I heard stories though from our friend Cameron. Little insight here. She's what, 5'?
She's 5'2" on a good day.
On a good day.
On a good day.
5'2", and she was without power steering in her car forever.
Yes.
Forever. And I remember one of the times we had a baby shower and we had a relative there speaking her mind about something that she wanted to speak about, and Brandon was about to get up and say something to her, but Cameron, okay, Brandon, you're 6'7" or 6'7". You're 6'7".
That's it.
And Cameron's 5'2", and he stood up and he said that she just yanked him back down like it's nothing.
The grip strength that she had from driving a car with no power steering was almost superhuman.
I'm telling you, she probably didn't get power steering because it was just normal to her.
Yeah, after a while, boy, she just got used to it.
She probably just wrecked, if she actually had power steering. Yeah. She just fling that wheel off.
Now, you probably see her driving, she's driving all normal, and then you get in and you're like...
She'll probably get another vehicle, just grab her pinky.
Man. I remember another thing about this truck, too, though, back on the truck.
So, go ahead.
You're good. It just came to me. But I remember I was going to work at Pizza Hut in this truck, and I was in my full Pizza Hut gear, and I was heading out, and a cop turns his lights on, and he stops me, and I'm like, I know I wasn't speeding. So pull over, And he comes up to my, driver's side window, like they always do. And he's like, so what you doing? Where you going? And I was like, going to work. Well, he asked me for my driver's license and everything. And he's like, okay, well, I'll be right back. Takes stuff, go back to his car. He's there a while. I'm just sitting there. And he comes back up, and he's like, all right, step out of the truck. I'm like, what? And I get out of the truck. He's like, all right, come here. And we just start walking to the cop car, and he's like, all right, get in the passenger seat. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. So get in the passenger seat, and he gets in. He's messing with his computer, just doing whatever. I can't see what he's doing on it. And then all of a sudden, he asked me again. He's like, all right, so where are you going? I'm in my full work gear, wearing my hat, name tag.
You should have said, I'm going to Domino's.
Gotta take out the competition.
I'm a spy.
And I'm like, I'm going to work. This is the best part. He's like, where you work at?
He's trying to check if you're on drugs. Where you work at?
Chippendales.
Got him, boys. I got him.
Oh, man.
He said, check this breathalyzer.
And I told him pizza, and then he's like, all right. He goes back to his computer, and then finally he's like, all right, do you know why I stopped you? And I was like, no, I'm kind of confused. He's like, well, I just wanted to show you. So on my truck, someone had tagged it on the back window, and it had rained, and it like smeared it all over it. But when you're inside, you can still see through it just fine. But when you're outside of it, it's like it looks like you couldn't see a thing. And so he's like, I just want to point out to your window there, and how that's dangerous, and you should probably get that taken care of right away. And then I was like, okay, I'll take care of it soon. He's like, all right, that's it. Here you go. Gave me my stuff, and I was like, all right, have a good day.
He said, get out of my car.
But that was the most, interesting thing in that truck. That truck was the first truck I got stopped in for speeding. Yeah. And then after that, I went to my, I want to say it was a 08 Dodge Ram. And thing was lifted and had some big tires on it, nice rims on it. It was used, and that's how I got it to, all that. And I would have kept that thing forever too, because I don't know, I just love that truck so much. And for a big truck, it had some good gas mileage on it. But yeah, and then one time I was driving home late at night, and all of a sudden I just hear like this scraping against the ground. And then for all you car enthusiasts will know what it is. If not, then well,
Google it.
Google it. But the drive shaft came down, and it's like this big turning, like cylinder looking thing. And
your drive shaft is what puts the power to the rear end that turns your wheels. So it goes from your transmission to your rear end.
What he said.
Oh, what's a transmission?
I'm just glad it fell. I don't know if it could have fell from the front end.
Definitely.
But
and it would have catapulted.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't do that.
That would have been hilarious. What happened was funny. That would have been hilarious.
And I pulled up in front of a police station because that was the closest place.
Oh, man.
They came out there because it was late. It was like 2 a.m. And then they were like, is everything okay out here? I was like, yeah, I'm just having car problems and trying to figure out what's going on. She's like, okay. They went back inside.
He said, hey, wait a minute, that's not Pizza Hut boy.
That's Mr. Chippendales.
I knew he couldn't dance.
Man.
Guys, it's so hot in here. I'm sweating. Oh my god.
He probably don't even own a bow tie.
Man, he got me that day. Oh. I said, son, are you mocking me?
Coming up to my place of business.
Get back in my car.
He's a Back in there.
All right, sorry, we hijacked that one.
Go
ahead.
Good. Oh, but after that, I kept having problem after problem, and I didn't have a good job to keep up with it.
Oh, but you
That
was
I
making
thought-
money.
I know,
You
that
was
I-
making money.
That
Your
I
pizza.
thought. But I ended up getting a long bed Silverado truck after, which I didn't even want. In hindsight, because at the time it was new and everything was new inside, and I was just trying to hurry up and get out of that truck. But I was like, all right, this looks cool. It's a long bed. You can put so much stuff back here.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it.
Yeah, but
And
you can't park that hoe.
exactly. That was the main thing. I hated parking it so much. I hated going anywhere. And if I had to park, I just dreaded it. And I don't know. I just didn't like it. And so I got out of it 6 months in. And that's where my upside down credit, or whatever you want to call that, started happening. Then after that, I got a 2014 Dodge Challenger.
Hey.
Man, I was excited too. I never had a car either, like a car. I've always had trucks. And that was my first car. Had that one for a while. Went in for an oil change. And this was 2 years in. Went for an oil change, and the next thing you know, I'm coming out with the 2016 Dodge Challenger RT, though.
I did not know that's how that happened.
Yeah.
That was a Facebook
Oil change.
adventure in
Oh my
four.
God.
That was a Snapchat adventure in 4 pictures. Because it was the first. It was the getting the oil change picture.
Yeah.
And then it was the wait a minute picture. And then it was the am I really doing this picture. And then it was the look what I got picture.
Yeah, next thing you know, the car salesman's tagging me on Facebook. And thanks for my sale from Brandon Batiste. But yeah, I forgot to mention, the black one was just the regular V6. So when I got the technical term was the B5 Blue Dodge Challenger RT.
That was a beautiful car.
Man, I
Still
love
is,
it
I
too.
guess.
It is. Oh, it is.
I still
Every
see
time I
them
see
now,
one, I'm like, oh.
Now, your old one, is that the one that's at Arby's? Because I think the manager at Arby's drives your old car.
That's where the money's at. You missed out, manager of Arby's.
Because they have the beats.
They got the meat and the money.
You missed out.
M&M.
We need to go work at Arby's, guys.
Screw this.
It's like some beef and cheddars.
Are you talking about the blue one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm almost 100% sure that's your car. Because, he bought it used. And then every time I see it, I'm just I just have this thing in the back of my head. I'm like, I've ridden in that car. I've driven that car.
I slapped that car.
No, I never slapped it because I liked it.
Oh.
You're weird.
I was mad one day. I'll show you myself.
But, yeah, I think that's your car. I'm going to go ask him.
All right, do it. Because if it is, I'm going to go get it.
Oh, you still got a set of keys, huh?
No.
Oh, you turned
Not
it
to
in?
that one.
Oh, to the black one?
I have one, I have a key fob to my black one.
Scrub, edit this out.
Sight, just playing.
Just kidding.
With my prayers.
But yeah, after that, I had a kid, and before we had the kid, we experimented with the car seat in the Dodge Challenger, and it just wasn't going to fly.
Well, yeah, it's a car.
Wait, you couldn't get a car seat in a car?
Well, when they're when they're first born all the way till 2 years, they're supposed to be rear facing, and it's got to
Your car
lay
didn't have a
down.
back?
Huh? What?
I said your car didn't have a back.
This dude's got trying to fly a car with no back.
That's why he's getting stopped all the time.
But yeah, it wasn't gonna work because no matter where we put it, it just wasn't like if we tried the middle, it wouldn't fit. But if we put it behind one of the seats, the seat would have to be all the way up, and your knees are touching the dash. And so,
I feel that.
I don't see the problem.
I have that problem with most cars. So I feel your pain, brother.
I got you. So thus, which brings me to my current car, the Dodge Durango.
Gang, gang.
And I like it. All the space.
Dodges.
It's feeling real Mopar-y in here. I don't like it.
Yeah, it is. I just realized.
It's all Mopar-y. Both y'all got Dodges. Your dad drives a Dodge.
We don't talk about that.
Your brother drives a Dodge.
He does.
The freaking day he pulled up in that beast.
It's so funny because he's so
My
little.
almost died.
What'd she say again? What'd she say? Something like only like a teenager or something.
No, that was well. I think she said it, but my sister was the one that roasted him.
Oh,
So
of course.
my father, he pulls up out of nowhere. Like no one knew he was doing this, but he's like, I had to get a company truck, and he pulls up in the newest Power Wagon.
That's hood.
And it was, I mean, it was sick. But he pulls up, my mom was like, "What the freak is that?" My sister just busts out, "Is he having a midlife crisis?" I was like, "What?"
Man.
Let me tell you though, that dude, he would go places and there'd be some like teens, dude, that's bad. He's like, thanks. Mom's like, man, don't encourage him. And she'd be like, midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis.
I drove it once though, just once. I was like, I wonder what happened when you hit the gas. I hit the gas, we flew, and she's like, oh my gosh. I was like, you said hit the gas. She said, I just want to know what happens. Well, we found out.
You gonna learn today.
I do like that truck though.
That's a nice truck.
It is a nice truck.
It's like my mom's truck.
It's kind of obnoxious though.
Yeah, no, it is. Dude, it is. Like, you pull up and
Yeah.
like my dad's like one of the nicest people on earth, but they're like, man, this guy's flex. Good, like we just get crushed by it.
It's tough. Good old Grinning Greg.
Green Greg.
Y'all ain't those Dodges.
I know, I get so much crap for it, especially at work, because they're all Chevy guys, and my family's mostly Chevy. Like, before we started getting Dodges, they were mostly Chevy.
We used to be Chevy.
But yeah, the old Dodge Durango is what I'm driving now, and I really do like it. Hadn't had one problem with it. Knock on wood.
It used to be real wood.
Yeah, those are all. Oh god.
You're welcome. Anyway,
Yeah, those are all the cars that I've had.
turn up.
Have. Yep.
That's,
My story was so short.
I know, bro. That's what happens when you only have 2 cars, Dakota. Go wreck some cars, bro.
Look out! Whoa!
Hey, Scrub, edit that out.
Yeah. Whoa.
God dang, Brandon, you couldn't tell me sooner.
Yeah, Brandon, how dare you let him break his stuff? Some friend you are.
You suck.
So Dakota about knocked over his curb.
Oh no,
No,
not
it
out. He
did.
did. It hit the floor.
He did knock over his curb.
But it didn't like smack the floor all the way because it got pulled by the cords.
It just lightly kissed it. I mean, aggressively kissed it. But anyway.
I mean, it's good though. We good.
Hey, you better check that mug. Anyway. So, on to your boy Pepsi. What has Pepsi Boy had?
Oh man. What has Pepsi Boy?
In case you couldn't tell, I just did Birdman hands. My first car, and I'm not trying to brag, was a 2006 Pontiac G6 GT. I know.
Look at him.
I know.
Look at him.
It's kind of a grandma car, straight up. I got it right before the end of senior year in 2012. Gang, gang, best class to ever do it. I got it right before the end of 2012. I was 17. I wasn't able to get my license at 16 because I had gotten Hey, I got a ticket when I was 12 years old.
Gangster.
Because I was riding a dirt bike in the street. And
man.
so I got in trouble for that. And they wouldn't let me get my license. And then we went to court and did some paperwork. And I was able to get my license at 17. What was messed up about that, though, is none of my friends had to do the parallel parking test. But by the time I got to mine, they put it back. So I had to parallel park. And I took it in my grandma's giant Tahoe. And parallel parking that thing, bro, was horrible. But I did it.
Man.
But did it work?
With my prayers. And so... So, then I bought my first car. And, man, I had so many adventures in that car. Me and my cousin driving around doing stupid stuff. And I have pictures of us like stopping on the side of the road and him sitting on a dead deer that had been hit by another car. And then he did that with the deer that I hit in that car. So honestly, I'm averaging hitting about a deer a year. I hadn't hit one this year.
Well, we're halfway there.
I haven't hit one this year,
It's
but I still got
man.
time. Okay, so I hit a deer in that car. I ran over so many animals in that car. Peter, I'm sorry. It's not on purpose.
Oh, I bet it is.
I tried e-braking in that car.
Let's not talk about the possum.
Shut up. It didn't work because my e-brake would only work when the car was in park, which is really frustrating. I still love that car. Just gonna say. And then I totaled that car, but I didn't really total it. I got rear-ended by a McDonald's employee. And I had that car for 2 years, I think. I want to say I had it for 2 years. And because actually just today, I bought a Trailblazer SS, a 2008 Trailblazer SS. I bought it 6 years ago today on this very day.
Man.
July 16th, I want to say. Yeah, July 16th, 2014. And I still have it. It's paid off. It's all mine. I still drive it. It's fast. It's loud. It's aggressive. His nickname is Samuel L. Jackson. Because he's black, he's loud, he's aggressive. I haven't figured out how to make him cuss yet. I'm still working on that one. So I have Samuel.
Could you imagine if you had a horn that
so funny. It's just every time you hit the horn, it's a different line
Yeah.
from Pulp Fiction. That'd be awesome.
My favorite would be, "Where's my super suit?"
Just the more you hit it, where's my super suit?
And we've had a lot of fun adventures in Samuel. I found out that I can do 140 miles an hour, and that's it. So,
Man.
I'm so sad about it.
yeah, I am. 140 miles an hour in an SUV is a lot different than in a car. It's a lot more sketchy.
Okay.
You start hearing shakes and rattles that you don't normally hear. I got a reckless driving ticket in Samuel. Me, my friend Jace, and two of my other friends were all in the truck, and they were like, "How fast will it go?" So naturally, I had to show off. And I was like, "Well, we'll see." And I just punch it, and I go. And I'm doing about 135 in a 45 mile per hour zone. And the cop finally catches up to me because I saw his lights and I just pulled over. And they were like, "Brandon, go, go, go." And I was like, "I'm not going to outrun the cops." So I pulled over and the cop comes up to my window and he's like, I kept it all the way 100,000% honest with him. And he asked me, "Where are you going so fast?" "My buddy's house." "Well, is your buddy having an emergency?" "No." Well, why are you driving so fast? Honestly, officer, I was just showing off. And he was so shook. He didn't know what to say. And he was like, well, you know showing off can get you killed. I was like, yeah, you're right. 100% you're right. And they took my ID and everything, and he came back, and he gave me a reckless driving ticket and told me to slow it down. So I had to go to court. There wasn't no just paying that one. I had to go to court, but it worked out well because I wound up only paying court costs, and I had to be on probation for 6 months. So if I get a moving violation in that 6 months, they take my license. But luckily I didn't, even though I was speeding all the time. So I didn't get a moving violation. And then I got a wild hair one day, and I bought another Pontiac G6 GT. Only this one was a 2009, and it had really low miles when I bought it. It's actually it still does, but I bought this car. I drove it for a while and I loved it, and then one of my dream cars came available at the right price, had super low miles. So the G6 had to go. So I wound up selling that G6 to my grandma. And I bought, get ready for the big reveal, guys.
Big real.
I bought a 2004. I know I went older. I bought a 2004 Pontiac GTO, which is one of my dream cars, and it only had 62,000 miles on it.
That's ridiculous.
Man, 2004.
2004. It still has less than 70,000 miles on it.
God.
And I drive it all the time.
Not drive it?
No, I drive it all the time.
I mean, not you. Like
the person before, she was real weird. And she works at a bank in Ardmore. And she's just like real reclusive. She just goes to work and goes home. Goes to work and goes home. And like even the car she bought after that, it still has like no miles on it. And she buys them brand new and then just barely drives them. And then people like me buy them and drive them like they're supposed to be driven.
Man.
I love my GTO. I normally drive it like every day, but I started driving my truck again, Samuel L. Jackson, because I love him too. The thing about Samuel though is he always gets a lot of attention because he's so loud, and you don't see a lot of Trailblazer SS's around here.
Yep.
So like, if I go to a car meet, everybody's like, "Oh man, that's got the 6.0 in it, don't it?" I'm like, "Bro, you just heard him ask me that. Like, you just heard 3 people ask me that exact same question, and you gonna come over here and ask me if it's got a 6.0 in it." I hate that crap. But anyway, that's my car stories.
Heck yeah.
I
still remember your cousin about killed us in the back of your car when we were just chilling.
Okay, so I took Botus out to my family's place, and we were shooting guns and stuff. And me and Botus are sitting, we're sitting on the back of my truck, and my cousin Caleb has his pistol in his hand.
His first gun,
a 45, mind you. And he's playing with it, and he's got his hand over the barrel. And I look over, and he's pointing that gun right at my best friend Brandon's chest. And so I start yelling, and I grab his gun. I'm like, "Caleb, you gonna shoot somebody? Stop pointing guns at people." And he literally meant this 100%. 100%. He said, "No, man, my hand would have caught the bullet." I've never wanted to pistol whip somebody so bad.
I mean, it would have caught it, all right.
I think I just looked at him, and I just kind of just got up and like stood on the side of the car.
Keep in mind, Caleb is a grown man. He's older than me, and I confiscated his gun until we were ready to leave.
Man,
it's terrible.
Never forget that.
I've had good times at Samuel, man. I've got videos of me doing donuts out in the field, kicking up a big old dirt cloud. It's freaking awesome. Sounds like a monster truck. Just gonna lob that out there.
Heck yeah.
Whew. Anybody else got anything to say, or
dream car?
Dream cars. Dakota, what's your dream car? Money, no object.
I don't know.
How you don't know? I gave you way more than 2 minutes. I said I was going to give you 2 minutes, and here we are, 30 minutes later. You've had 28 minutes.
I'm just not a big car person. I don't know.
The car you have is your dream car.
If you say that, I'm going to hit you. No, I'm just
Why?
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Because I made it?
Oh!
Man.
My heart, I didn't expect that. But all right.
X is real.
Fair enough. Guess we know who won that one. It wasn't I. All right, Bodus. Well, we'll give him another 2 minutes to think. What's your dream car?
Coolest car.
Man, after driving 2 Challengers, I've always just loved how they felt. And so I'm going to have to straight up to say I'd probably go for the old Dodge Demon.
Okay.
Because I like going fast, but mainly just on just straightaways.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's what the Dodge Demon is known for. And
They got a new one coming out. It's called the Super Stock. It's going to be dope. It's like the Demon, but it's not as, like, ridiculous.
really,
It's a little more tame than the Demon, but it's more than a Hellcat. It's like,
Ooh.
you know.
Shoot, even right now, I'd even take a Hellcat.
Oh, yeah, me too. I just want to drive a Hellcat so bad. Just to see. I just want to feel it. 700 horsepower, bro. I couldn't even imagine.
That'd be so awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, Dodge Demon. I'm gonna have to go with that.
That's respectable. I ain't mad at that at all.
And I feel like it'd be the most realistic, like maybe somewhat attainable.
Oh, that's definitely attainable.
And so-
Well, not really, because they made them in very low numbers.
yeah.
And if you buy one, you're gonna pay like double retail right now. So you're looking at almost 200 grand.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Listen, just be the manager of Arby's.
That's true. That's
There we
true.
go.
Go work at Arby's. They got the
Got
meat
it.
and the money.
And the demon.
We're not sponsored by Arby's.
Yet.
Yes.
Come on, Ving Rhames, we need you.
I mean, if we got sponsored, but all we got of it was like curly fries, I might take it.
I'm down.
Yeah, me too.
I'm cool with that, bro.
Yeah, for curly fries.
Curly fries for life.
I mean,
Man. All right, Pepsi. Money, no
my
object.
dream car. Money is no object. 67 Pontiac GTO.
Dang.
The midnight purple, just like he had on Triple X. That's my dream car. I mean, I can do without all the guns and stuff on it. But if they want to throw a rocket launcher in there, I'm cool with that. But, all right, what do you got?
I don't want to be judged. You know,
I'm about to buy a minivan. Ain't nobody finna judge me.
in all honesty, he said money's no issue. I'm just like, it might be practical if I could get it. For some reason, I just want a Stingray Corvette.
Yeah.
Why would we judge you for wanting a Corvette, bro?
Everyone
A
wants Corvette.
Stingray.
You don't
I
wear
love the Stingrays. They're just
Yeah.
they're beautiful to me.
You don't wear New Balances, so we're good, bro. If you pull out New Balances, I'm about to give you a wedgie when we leave. So dream cars, we got a Stingray Vet, new one or an old one? Or the C8?
Probably the new one.
I ain't mad at that. Those are gorgeous.
Okay.
Stingray Vet, respectable. Dodge Demon, of course.
Slightly less respectful.
Maybe a little bit more respectable because it takes a lot of skill to drive one of those. And
I have one in
67
GTA.
GTO.
GTA. Ayo.
Oh no. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was all about our cars, our dream cars, and the cars we've had. Welcome to the Poop Scoop. We out. We're aiming to be number 2.
Everything stinks.
Everything stinks.